Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And shoves him off at the 20. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Now Hurts changing up the play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake. Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Complete on the comeback route. That's Shakir. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They run for the first time with James Cook. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just need a yard here, second and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 13 yards out. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. Brandon Cooks. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Eagles take over first and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing his Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. And out across midfield down to the 45. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, got it. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and
back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
that's another.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On second and goal, Hurts. Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Barkley, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. Fourth down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Allen going to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
Another Bills first down. A gain of 45 yards.
To the air. Allen.
Bills first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Hey, Silver. 73.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, well, we look at the defense. They came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
Allen's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because...
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 79 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
63,
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Miami. Alpha.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Great. Set. Hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down.
Great. Set.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Bills 18, Eagles 13. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards.
A pickup on the play of 54 yards.
Allen off the play fake. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Brandon Cooks, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Motion man is Shakir. They'll start with the option. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the Eagles.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. He's got him in. Complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Khalil Shakir